What is the vision of Griggs? Well, really, our vision is to be a revitalized church that revitalizes other churches. So I came in college to Griggs to help out, and I don't remember exactly, but I believe there's about 25 of us here or something like that around that time. Then we brought a lot of college people in. It was a lot of fun. After graduation, I was a youth pastor for 5 years, and then got a call back from Griggs because things had really started to dwindle. We had about 5 members at that time, maybe 10 in attendance on a Sunday morning. And so it was clear that we didn't want the church to die. In fact, we wanted to grow, wanted to reach the neighborhood. We wanted to revitalize. We wanted to get things rolling again. We wanted to get healthy again. We wanted to turn around. And that's called church revitalization. It's the act of resurrecting churches. Just like Jesus died, rose again, sometimes churches are born, sometimes they die, and then sometimes we got to get them to rise again. And so that was the idea in 2015, revitalize the church so that we could reach the neighborhood. And that's another big piece of it, is that we really believe in neighborhood-based missions. And so I've actually been a part of several churches that would be called mega churches, been on staff there, and they're a beautiful thing, reaching cities, reaching states. In fact, I was in one church with multiple campuses in multiple states. So this idea of a mega reach, mega vision, mega church, there's one way to do it. We're actually doing the opposite. So we're fighting for micro church. The idea that we take one neighborhood at a time and bless it as much as we possibly can. So our neighborhood here is called Poe Mill. It's actually a more forgotten neighborhood in Greenville, 320 houses with the average household income being in the low category. We just decided that these 320 houses are our responsibility. So we got to revitalize the church so that we can reach the neighborhood. And so what we've done is had meals, events, block parties, etc. to try to get people in community with each other and then bring them in here where we preach the gospel every week and get them in community with Jesus. And so the idea is that we're growing. We really are. We've gone from about 5 members to over 50 members, attendances of about 10 to over 100. Our biggest so far being 150. We have about 175 seats. So some have asked, what if you grow and you get to 175 seats? Well, we want to have room for all the people who want to come, but here's the big idea. We want to revitalize the church and then revitalize other churches. So what we want to do, here's the movement, is to send our church out to other churches who find themselves in the same place we were 3 years ago. So we want to send teams of people to churches that are focused on neighborhoods all over the west side of Greenville, where the gospel really isn't going out at the pace it is on the east side of Greenville. So send people, send stuff, equipment, send money, whatever we can when that time comes to revitalize churches and reach even more neighborhoods, so that we can look at the west side of Greenville and see there's multiple neighborhoods being taken care of because of neighborhood-based churches that are revitalizing. And so we believe that this is an important aspect of the church, of the future of the church, of the survival of the church in the West, is to revitalize old ones, not just plant new ones, which is awesome, but revitalize old ones and narrow down the mission for each pastor, each team of elders, each congregation, and do really well with a select number of houses, select number of people in neighborhood, rather than do really well and see who might build it and they will come, if you will. So that's the vision of Griggs I want to share with you guys today. You can support the mission at supportgriggs.com.